Ka Directorate of Education, Research and Training nega sngi ka arupratari ku naiwing arjar arpsan kala pelaj pajba ya ka certificate course na ka bencahan rubenai banai jinghika ya kinong hikai pre-primary hadu kelas 2. Bakren ha kani ke jingilang umatri badepet ya katanat puli puti bal hakamen romboy wala panjur halor ke jingdon kam na ka benca ban beteng ya ke jing ai jinghika ya kinong hikai bat ban penkre ke jingnang kiu panang kala jong ka puli puti. Rembui lapan pau ke benta jo ka DRT kum katanat ke bakongsan jo ka jela na ka benta ke jing hikai ya kinong hikai kam tame halor ka rai jo ke ying bishar bahakli do ka Supreme Court ha ka chitari ku nailur arjar arpsan ke bahukum ba ka TT kalong ke badon kam ya baro kinong hikai Shushu menteri ulah kerenru halor ke jing don kam ka AI ni ka artificial intelligence ha ki school ta ka baong ba kalong ka badon kam ban penkre iki kena menhikai halor ka AI. Ulaong ba ka AI ka don ha ka lenti langis ngau tenat ningim ngau tenat henrai ngihapan ya cakaman.
NEP 2020 has designates the period from age 3 to 8 years, 3 to 8 years as the FS, which is a critical unit of the school structure, aligning with the Meghalaya State curriculum framework. It is specifically designed to equip untrained in-service foundational stage teachers, because whenever we talk, we always talk about the in-service teachers who are untrained, how many teachers are trained. But when we do the action in reality, we are always doing not the service teachers, not the in-service teachers, but those who are yet to be in the teaching line. So the numbers do not match always. We have trained a lot, but in the dialect, as the diet have seen, but when it comes to in-service teachers, there are still a lot more which are untrained. So this course will design to equip all those untrained in-service foundational stage teachers with specialized knowledge, capacities, values and dispositions. So this FS is driven by the deep and long-term implications, which is the overall development of the child. So with this 6 months course, I hope that the in-service teachers who are for the foundational stage will be able to know more. So as it is, we may wonder as a lay person, why this course matters. This course really matters because, as we know, the developmental age of a person, 0 to 2 years, 3 years to 8 years, is the most crucial for the rapid brain development. And to leave our children in the hands of the in-service teachers who are not so trained, they may be experienced teachers, but may not be so trained in terms of the NEP 2020. So this in-service foundational stage teachers can maximize this potential, laying a strong base for lifelong learning. I'm sure the in-service teachers also are the fix. What do we do now with the new course, with the new way of teaching? How do we go about it? So this course today, sir, which you will be going to launch for us, will be the right time where we'll be able to help, to lead all the teachers who are in the foundational stage to be able to give maximum strong base for lifelong learning, and for strengthening the foundational stage as the most cost-effective intervention to reduce the dropout rates and achieve universal foundational literacy and numerology. So this course directly supports the implementation of the foundational stage structure. As building a house, we really need a house which has a very strong foundation. So also for the education of a person, we need a strong foundational stage structure, which, as we know, is the 5 plus 3 plus 3 plus 4. Now if the five stages, the 5 classes are not strong enough, how can we support the 3 plus 3 plus 4? Most likely, some will drop out at the 3 and the next 3. So this course will run through a blended mode. We may not be able to have the face-to-face training, but will be in a blended mode for the entry in service foundational stage, because the service teachers could not leave their students straight away. So as we know, this course is already approved by NCTE, and the duration will be for 6 months, and the structures will be for the 4 papers that will be covering key aspects of early childhood education. And there will be twice a week face-to-face engagement, that is Friday and Saturday. So what they are learning in a blended mode face to face on a Friday and Saturday, we'll be able to bring up by the trainers.
Going to be to take the many challenges, but then we have a goal. We have the drive, and we can do things, and you will see that the fruits of your labor will be evaluated to the kids of the future. So, NP 2020, it is framed around 5 pillars: access, equity, equality, affordability, and accountability. Now, access in our state is in the lower stages of education is not such a problem. In fact, we have got more schools than we actually need. In fact, 3 times as many. So that itself doesn't, very serious challenges to the government in managing and in regulating and in monitoring these schools. So the NEP 2020 is centered around teachers and students. They have put teachers, the policy put teachers at the core of the education system. Because no matter how good the policy we make, what the devil lies in the implementation. And the people who will actually do this will be the teachers down there. So they therefore need to be empowered. The NEP says that the teachers need to be qualified, they need to be trained, they need to be competent, they need to be passionate, and more so, and particularly they need to be committed. That is one of the problems that we are facing in the system, because commitment is a thing that we cannot measure. There is no metric to measure commitment. So how do we inculcate that kind, that quality in each and every teacher of the state? That is a challenge. So that can be done, of course, through the main program like this, and through the selection process and so many other things. But then that has been the one of the major problems that we are facing in our state: the commitment, quality. These are the two things apart from the other pillars.
This too. We need not only qualification, but also we need training. And more importantly, now the education system, as I said every now and then, is very dynamic. We have to be on guard, we have to be ready for any changes. DRP, being a nodal agency in the state of Meghalaya, I'm very happy that you are preparing yourself to see that the teachers, the quality of teachers in the state live up to the standard as per mandated. And this is very, very important in the context of the Supreme Court ruling on the 1st of September this year, where TET is compulsory. And when we talk about TET, there is also the component of trade and on trade. So, and we know that more than 35,000 of our teachers in elementary education, which are not TET qualified. So it is an endeavor of the government to see in these 2 years if the Supreme Court does not review its judgment or modify its judgment in these 2 years, how to help those teachers who are in service, to train them, to help them qualify. So the role of the Education Department, the role of DRT is very, very important. And number two, what is needed? It is needed that DRT, as I said, that it plays a very important role. Now we need that to work in a mission mode. We need to work in a mission mode because this course is long overdue, but it is better late than never. So I'm very happy that this step have been taken. Not only this step, you have launched 2 courses in the last month only, which will help the education system in our state. So now, how to go about it? Whether we are stop at the 6 months or we will continue, as Bharat have already mentioned. Yesterday, I'm very thankful to the Honorable Cabinet of Meghalaya, Government of Meghalaya, that we have passed we have decided to establish the Meghalaya Teachers Training Academy. This will be working in coordination with DRT, and as I said before, the DRT will have to play a very important role. They are playing, but they have to play more proactive in the days to come. Why we need this Meghalaya Teachers Training Academy? It is because we recognize that education of the child is no more like in our time. Now they have to keep up with every day. We have to change our curriculum every now and then. We have to change or reorient our textbook, reorientation of the teaching methodology, reorientation of pedagogy, and so on and so forth. So that's why training of teachers to have academy is very, very important. Because of that, as I said, I'm very thankful to the government that they accept the proposal of the Education Department to have this training academy. More importantly, now you have prepared the curriculum. It will come in 1 week, 10 days time. But now what aspect we miss? That aspect is that whether we like or we don't like, whether we accept or we don't accept, AI is the way forward. How to integrate the AI into the curriculum, that is very, very important. Because we have the child, as you said, as the director already mentioned, that 3 to 8 years, it is very important. The formative years of a child, the thought process of a child, it is very important to empower him. And we know that AI, for me, is very scary, but it is also very useful. So now I throw this idea to you, how to integrate the AI into the curriculum, because that is the way forward, as I said, whether we like or we didn't like. We have to empower our youth, our children, that what is right and what is wrong, how to use the AI in a more effective way for their own benefit. Otherwise, if we don't educate our child, I'm afraid that the brain of the child will become idle, the brain of the child will become dormant, because he will always use everything from AI. So, to educate the child, to let him know what is AI is very, very important. I'm not thinking at a foundational stage, it may be at class 3 and above. Maybe. So I request the DRT to explore the possibility how to integrate this AI into the classroom. We know that we cannot do it all over the state. Even in the government schools, we know that there is the CAP, the technology in our school, the condition of our building, what how to do, how to move forward. We have to move forward. In one form or other, we have to move forward. So you as a DERT, if you can advise, because who is the member of NCTE from DERT this year? Have a very important role to gather the information what is to be done. I'll have a meeting with NCTE next week. So how to be done? And number two, as Barakat already mentioned, that the standalone college or institution as per NEP is gone. And how to integrate, how to make the Dike of Tatlaskane, the Dike of Sora, the Dike of Bakmara, and so on and so on, more effective. And how to make them more effective in line with NEP, in line with the transformation of education all over India, so that we will not lag behind. Yes, we know that we have to pay the cost, but I'm very happy under leadership of Honorable Chief Minister Conrad K. Sangma. We have whatever fund we ask, he never refused. So we have to explore this possibility. We are very happy that the 4 years integrated course item in Kiang Nombat has already started. Next year, how to extend it to PG level. That is as a first step, Kiang Nombat, and then replicate into other colleges. So this is a very, very important thing which you have to do. And number two, whether the Rongkhon, CTE Rongkhon could be integrated with Turagon College or not? Whether the Dike, Sora, and the Government College of Sora could be done or not? And the Dike of Tatlaskane and Kiang Nombat Government College, so on and so forth. So this we have to think now. And because whatever we say, we have to do. Either we do it today or tomorrow, but we have to do. So the roadmap has to be there. So I request all the faculty members, all the DRT family, put your head together. Let us see how to transform our education. As I said, I don't want to speak much. As I said, I'm very happy that you are bring one after another. So we hope that this course, as and when the Media Teachers Training Academy was made functional, it will be part of the training in that academy and other also training, so that the teachers, we could empower our teachers. By empower of teachers, that will be empower them how to teach our children. And I hope that by 21st of December 2025, a big reform will happen in the state of Meghalaya. Because, as you know, Honorable Chief Minister and myself, we have made a commitment to the teaching community that not government, to the other agent that will come up with one structured pay system with a security benefit. We are working on that, and once we can do that, so we will able to see that the schools which need 5 teachers, they should have 5 teachers. The schools which need 6 teachers, they should have 6 teachers. We should see that the consolidation of the schools will see that rationalization of teachers will happen in the next academic session. And this will help with one of the steps. I'm not saying it's the one only step, is one of the steps which will transform our education like what we have done today. This also part and all other initiatives, because as I said, Education is very dynamic. One decision, one thing which we do, one policy will not be done. We have to prepare how to change course, how to deviate out of the course to the best, for the best purpose. With this word, thank you very much. Congratulations, DRT, congratulations, faculty, congratulations, and also